Got a guest this morning. You know what? And I don't know how to pause the background music. But good morning.
Good morning.
I got to figure that whole balance out. Make sure y'all share the live. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm getting onto the book and I'm sharing the live. This is Albany Forward. I hope y'all got your seatbelts strapped in. We got a great show today coming. We have a great guest and we have some great topics to discuss. Of course, right off the top, I want to thank y'all for shopping with Easy Copy, of course, all the time. Y'all do a great job. Y'all been running me ragged this week. Hayden is out of town. I done post on the Easy Copy page. We're going to have extremely irregular hours this week. Hayden's not here, so it's just me, and I'm doing everything. So hang tight with me. Miss Betty Jackson with the city, Community Economic Development. I got your brochures. Come get them. Sorry for the delay. I was up late. Don't even worry about it. Anyways, also, too, of course, we're monetized on this platform, so y'all can send us some stars on Facebook there when you're tuning in, and it helps to keep us creating some more dope content and bringing more dope people through the talk with us. And so, also, too, if you'd like to advertise on the Albany Forward show, you can shoot us an email, FreeWeb.network@gmail.com. We're about to start having 30-second and minute spots in here because now the views is where they need to be. So, if you would like to advertise and have your business sponsored here, hit us up in the email. We can give you sponsorship packages and deals. We're going to recap real quick last week's stuff. I'm going to introduce my guest. Miss Jabriel Davis is here, and she represents a number of organizations and brands and movements and stuff. We're going to talk about what she's got going on. And but last week, and then too, actually, if y'all missed the live last night, she was actually live with Nexus at the studio, the Voices Radio live show, and talked about a whole bunch of dope stuff. In fact, that's what I need to queue up. Let me find that. I'm gonna queue that up because you said some junk in there that I gotta find, and I was supposed to find it. I'm behind. You said something about the city, and you was like, you didn't want to be here, or you didn't want to move here.
Right.
And we all have we and nobody upset with it. We understand, we get it. But then you made a point though, that you said you were so grateful, and I wanted to because you elaborated. It was beautiful. I'm gonna find it. But so we're gonna talk about that. I can't even remember what we talked about last Wednesday, but we're gonna talk about Super Tuesday real briefly. We're gonna talk about Biden's State of the Union real brief, if y'all seen that, and Georgia's primary that just happened. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about and what's going on in these streets, of course. And then we're gonna talk with Ms. Jabriel. So, real quick though, before we get into all of that, we are gonna be back in 30 seconds. I'll see y'all in a minute.
When you need more than a simple solution. When you need the best quality at the best prices. When you need a hero to save your business. You know there's only one name you can trust. Easy Copy. We make business marketing easy. Subscribe to the Easy Life at easycopy.io.
All right. So let's jump right into it. Let's get into national news, dog. We finna just talk about a few things, and we ain't finna spend too much time. But these are things that I feel like were important to me and important to the world, and we need to talk about it. God bless the world, because we all mourning the passing of Akira Toriyama. I don't know if y'all know the creator of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. This man, like the impact is apparent. The impact is apparent. I don't care what you want to say about Dragon Ball Z. This man changed lives with his art. And that's what our great ancestor, I'm neglecting the comments. I'm so sorry. Good morning, RIP to the great. That's right. You love that ad? Thank you. I appreciate the ad. You talking about, oh no, you didn't know Akira Toriyama passed? Listen, dog. Like I was saying, our great ancestor, Mr. John Henry Clark said, and one of my favorite quotes, he said, an artist is supposed to use his or her art to change the society in which they are in. This man did that. The world over. Shout out to Akira Toriyama, another great artist that did that. And this is a Black woman. Shout out to Women's History Month. Miss Janice Burgess also passed. She was the creator of the Backyardigans. But when I take some of the best music on kid shows, I had no problem watching the Backyardigans anytime because doggone it was good. So this woman here did the same thing. Definitely impacted a generation. Excuse me, and her art is going to impact generations to come, guys. So shout out to that. What else happened in national news? I don't know if y'all got to check out Biden's State of the Union speech. This man, all right. I don't want to spend too much time here, but we got to real quick. Did you watch it?
Not all of it. I saw pieces.
Okay. It was so. Yeah. What was your take on the State of the Union speech?
I don't know that it was. I would say it left wanting. I guess is the best way to put it.
It left wanting.
Yeah, like I don't know that much was addressed.
He addressed his age at the end.
Right.
Talking about I ain't old, but he was slurring his speech the entire speech. Like I don't know if we ready to be honest about this. Like
Right.
Democrats, I understand, and you know what? Here, hold on. Let me.
In the Senate to demand they block the bill. He feels political win. He viewed it as a political win for me and a political loser for him.
What?
It's not about him. It's not about me. To demand they block the bill. He feels political win. He viewed it as a political win for me and a political loser for him. It's not about him. It's not about.
All right, look. Let's just take a second right now and let's be real. I don't know. I get that y'all scared of Trump. I get that all this whatever. But it's not like there aren't other people that are running that can do the job better on the Democratic ticket. Why do we blindly the Bible talks about you people. Why are y'all doing this? Y'all like blindly just walking to the slaughter and allowing this incoherent senior citizen to just march us to death. All right, real quick, because I want to look at the primary. We're going to talk about Georgia's primary. Did you vote?
Yes.
You voted?
Yes.
I didn't vote.
It's a tough primary.
It's a tough primary. All right, this is what y'all doing right here.
Because it's a lesser of two evil kind of thing.
It's a lesser of two evils, but I don't know if this one's the lesser. So this is Georgia's primary. This is yesterday. I wanted to look at Fulton County now. This is the Democratic primary. Fulton County came out stupid. 43,000 votes for Biden. But real quick, let's run down here to the Republican primary and look at how Cobb County showed up for Donald Trump. 29,005. How did Fulton County show up for Donald Trump? 16,000. Look at Doherty County down here. Albany showed up for Joe Biden, 3,800 votes for Joe Biden in Doherty County. Let's see what Trump did in Doherty County. Trump got 1,889 votes in Doherty County. Listen, this is let me share this link with y'all so y'all can actually take a look at this as well. Here, let me put this in the comments. Boom. This is on GPB, Georgia Public Broadcasting. So they got the election results, so you can actually see what's going on. From my analytics, overall, Joe Biden in the state of Georgia got 275,000 votes. Donald Trump got 500,000 votes in the state of Georgia. That says a whole lot. Listen, y'all, please be aware of what the heck is going on. There's a lot of people, of course, that are disenchanted with Joe Biden. They're seeing this. They're seeing the slurring. They're seeing the incoherence. They're seeing, and the thing is, too, how he even talks. The grandiose talking and whatnot, and the and the vibrato in the voice and the up and down and the crescendo. People don't talk like that anymore. And Donald Trump, unfortunately, talks like a regular person, and he has an appeal that people don't want to acknowledge. And Nikki Haley is getting a lot of votes because doggone it, the people are voting against Trump.
Mm-hmm.
But boy, how do you feel about this?
This is the most difficult electoral on the bigger scope. It's the most difficult national electoral. I would say, yeah, this one's challenging because I don't think Biden is competent. But at the same time, voting for Trump, it ain't in me to do. Just to be honest, I don't like to get political with everybody because everybody has their own feelings about it. But then, like you said, there are other candidates. But
Cornel West,
right?
Vote for Cornel West.
Exactly.
Vote for RFK. They're both running independent. My thing is, third party politics is real and it's effective. It works in other societies. It works in other different communities. Mm-hmm. They got third party politics where things have to be a large majority of the population for things to really pass. Right. So if we all could just think outside the box as opposed to just blindly walking a path that's just been run. Yes, Cornel is running. Cornel West is running as an independent, and he is trying to get on ballots in states. He just got on the ballot in Utah. I think he's on the ballot in California, thank God. But he's still trying to get on the ballot in everywhere else. And so we need different action, y'all. Stop doing the same thing. Kamala Harris.
That to me is why a lot of people are still, a lot of us.
Yeah, that's why a lot of us are still like, because she's a black woman. Walk away from the black man, God dang. Stop with the foolishness, dog. Y'all don't see the symbolism and the parroting and the pandering. I don't know why my name ain't showing. This is your sister Pam. Hey, Pam, man. Hey, I love my sister Pam. She's so spectacular. She supports everything. She be out here in these streets. Dog. I appreciate you. What's you say? What's this?
They're ready to see everything go down.
I think everyone's just ready to see groceries cost less, gas go down, rent go down at this point. Biden was deemed mentally unfit to stand trial, but he can be president. It don't have to be Trump. We just need competency in leadership. God dang, that's the whole truth. That's the whole truth, man. We're not going to spend too much time here. What I will say to this, I encourage y'all, please. The national politics is going to get a lot of attention. It's going to get what it's going to get. What's not going to get it? There you go. And we're going to talk about it. Don't even worry about. That's it. That where the money reside. Where the money reside. That's what it's in these local politics. Please pay attention to what's going on locally, and we're going to talk about it. Where's my box? We're gonna talk about the mock election that's going around the city. It's a dope campaign that's already started. We've got some boxes placed in some businesses around the city. We're gonna talk about that too. But listen, find out these local races. We're gonna talk about the main three because a lot of them are uncontested here. A lot of folks didn't, we're gonna have the same folks, but we're gonna talk about accountability in the races. I think school board, District 5, sheriff, Superior Court judge, chief judge, and something else. But anyway, what's next on the agenda? Let's get back to the agenda. All right, that's national news. We talked about Super Tuesday. Find out how them primaries went. It's interesting stuff. Free web. Oh snap! So yeah, again, I hope y'all checked out Nexus show last night. Dope content. We're gonna be back there next Tuesday. Make sure y'all tune into that. I'm working on a show. I don't know if y'all seen this guy, Geo Ant. Look at this guy. Let me post this last comment talking about he vote for Haley. Why would you vote for the daughter of the military industrial complex, my G? That's actually a worse option, I feel, than Trump. I feel Nikki Haley is actually more dangerous because Trump actually is talking about, and he isn't elaborating on it, but in his Super Tuesday speech, I would encourage you to watch it. He talked about not going to war and stopping wars and using his personality to mitigate wars. That is against what every other politician is saying up until now, where they just said ceasefire. Kamala Harris came out and said they want a ceasefire. Anyway, this man Gio and I have been talking about putting together some financial information shows, because he teaches stocks and how to invest in different things like that. So that might be in the works. I might be prematurely putting some stuff out, but he sent me a Google Doc and it's promising. So what else we got? And then next Wednesday, oh man, you know what? I got to talk about this too. Sunday, what happened Sunday? Sunday was the Black Voters Matter thing. They had this event out at the church, nice little rally, but I met this guy, Dominique, and he works with the Georgia Justice Project. And Dominique teaches people about people who are clearing up their records and stuff. You got rights in Georgia. Apparently in the state of Georgia, after you've served your sentence, you immediately get your right to vote back. Didn't even know that. So, and it don't matter about fines and fees. Apparently you can still be paying fines and fees, but you can, as long as you've served whatever sentence you had to serve for whatever crime, you can vote. He has a lot of information. He was here and he's going to be here next Wednesday, or rather I'm going to be interviewing him live next Wednesday. We're going to elaborate more on this stuff and how the information he has, he can help get your mugshot off of the internet, all of that stuff. Powerful guy. Can't wait to talk with him. Make sure y'all tune in next Wednesday. Shoot, what else was it? That's it. Well, that's it for the free web updates. We got a lot more. Make sure y'all follow on the page, share the live. Real quick, dog, I wanted to do a mental health check-in before we go to the next piece. The next piece, we finna get to this local news and in these streets. But real quick, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing good.
Doing good.
Mm-hmm.
You peaceful and prosperous.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is new. This is the peaceful part is new. I'll say that's new, but I am.
And how do you get to your peace when I guess things get hectic? You're juggling 6 or 7 things like I am, because boy, when I tell you.
Well, for me, I just went through a purging process, and it was a challenging process. It's been a few months now, but of course, I worked in corporate world. I used to be managing partner of Outback, and I had to make a really tough decision to walk away from that role for several reasons. It's the highest paying job I've had in my entire life, and I've had some good jobs. And it was a job that I committed to. Contractually committed to. I broke the contract to leave. And so, but I did it for my peace, to be honest. I did it for my children, my family. And as a Black woman, prioritizing what ultimately is the best investment of my time and energy is what came down to that decision. So that was a purging, because I was so systemically programmed that you work hard, you make money, and that's how you take care of your family. And having to get out of that space and learn that there are better ways that I can invest in taking care of my family. And so I've gotten through that releasing it phase.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's real. Oh, that's real good, Lauda. Woo. So I have been dealing with a number of things. And that's just crazy. People don't understand. I done had to close the shop like a couple times during the day, like what was it, Monday and Tuesday, to go run errands and stuff, because Hayden ain't here. Y'all be easy on me. Goodness, I'm trying to be 6 or 7 people. All right, give me a minute. But folks will call the store and they be pissed too. People call the store. Yeah, I was up there. I am so sorry. I promise I'm sorry. And I left a note on the door, said, email me. But it's stressful. And it weighs on me, because I really want to provide the best service I can. I want to work hard and make the money and all of this stuff, but boy, it's stressful. And then life's still happening outside of this. Like I'm still getting good or bad news about things. I'm still like it's just life happening. Anyway, I try my best to meditate in the mornings. And in the showers, I just let the hot water fall on me, and I say my affirmations. I used to say my affirmations with my sister. In fact, we need to start that back, Pam. Call me in the morning, doggone it. Let's get these affirmations. Call Punkin too. But shoot, it'd be stressful. So check on your people, dog. My mental health, honestly, it ain't even really there. I had to put it together this morning for the show so we could do this and be productive. But boy, all right, that's the mental health check-in. We're finna get in these streets. if y'all got something going on, you hear me, Adam? Listen, dog. If that's Pan Man, I'm pretty sure that's Pan Man. I love you. Okay, we finna get in these streets, y'all. Albany news. Oh, we finna start first real quick with this. I'm not voting. I didn't vote in the national situation, but I will vote in the local election. I'm trying to encourage people to get out here and vote. So we've got the Albany Forward mock election, the citywide mock election. I need more places, businesses on the south and east side. I got one over there in Tropical Taste, over there in Sankofa. I'm gonna go talk to what's my guy, Jerry Sanders over at Doherty High, and talk with a few other folks. So, but if you are a business, small business in Albany or big business, whatever business, and you have a storefront and want one of these ballot boxes in your shop to encourage voter turnout, please let me know. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I can't say. Yeah, you know what? Amen, dog. Amen to that prayer. Yep. So we got that going on. What's going on else in these streets? Oh, you know what? These car washes real quick. I wanted to hit that because it's in the Albany Forward group. And then let me. So this speaks to let me share this thing. This speaks to Albany, dog. Why this mentality to where we're gonna talk bad about all these car washes, too many car washes, da. But then as soon as they go here, free car washes, y'all fill up the goddamn thing. Y'all fill up the whole thing. The street. Come on, man. If y'all can't do that. And y'all gotta stand on business. Y'all got to stand on business, dog. If we don't want these things to keep flooding our city, don't support them. But then y'all don't support the stuff that we do need in the city. We got to stop this mess, dog. Fix yourselves. Look at yourselves and say, I want better for myself. And I'm not going to keep doing the same junk. Exactly. Oh, my God. On the car wash, where that traffic cam money at? Listen, we can talk about that too. Shoot. Hey, let's go to these city commission meetings and ask them where the dang money at. Where the money reside. But man, look, dog, stop going to these car washes. If we don't want them there, stop going and they'll close. Okay. Tell the city what you do want in place here. There's no reason why they tore down a good movie theater. And that building could have been used for so much else. Carlo had ideas. I remember that. Man, like, there's no vision. We talked about the mock election. We talked about the Flint River. In fact, it's a great bridge. Before we get to the Flint River, real quick, I wanted to talk about Brenda Battle running for 153. I don't have a picture of her queued up. Did I? Well, actually, you know what? This man Gio does, though. Gio was talking about Brenda Battle. Free comes with costs. Yeah, that's real. Free does come with costs, buddy. Anyway. Brenda Battle's running for state rep 153 against Joshua Anthony and David Sampson. She's running on the Republican ticket, but this is the woman that has voted to raise your utility rates repeatedly. And so she's running Republican, and she's with them white folks, just being blunt. White folks don't like when I say that because they be like, oh, you're being racist. You're being so racist because you said white folks. It's what it is, my people. It's okay. Calm down. Take a breath. Y'all white. She's with y'all, but then she ain't with y'all because sometimes y'all be having beef on the internet. I just keep it real. That's just what it is. I don't know if y'all don't like that, but that's just the facts. Anyway, she's not for us, is what I'm saying. The majority of Albany, which is 70+% black. She's not for us. So when you see that name, just know that not for us. Okay. We'll talk more about Brenda Battle in the coming times because Jesus help us. Then we're gonna talk about this Flint River, and we're finna talk with Miss Jabriel because she's got an event going on down at the river, and she's gonna talk about. Actually, you got these Sankofa earrings on too, which is perfect. That's the name of this episode. I named it Sankofa because we looking back to move forward. And what was you say? The party doesn't matter. The fact that she is ineffective at her job that's the biggest part. That's the biggest part. She isn't even able to fully articulate what her position is right now, currently with the utility board. and that's troubling. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about that. But Miss Jabriel got cookies. Miss Jabriel got music. She got oils. She got soaps. She's got brands and businesses. This woman does a lot of fantastic stuff. And so I can't wait to talk with Ms. Jabriel and let her tell us about all the stuff that she's got going on. And so, Ms. Jabriel Davis, could you please introduce yourself and tell us about everything?
All right. So I'm Jabriel Davis. And I do a lot, but I think me and my husband do a lot as a family. And sometimes people kind of mix up what we do together because we do a lot of it together. I don't particularly do music, but my husband does with Revolutionary Recordings. He mixes, masters, engineers, and focuses on putting out the arts for a group of young, I'll say youth. I'll just say that because some of them are young adults and some of them are still in high school. But beyond that, I think we are both very, very dedicated to culture, our culture, Black people's culture, and to community. And everything that we do is filtered through the lens of promoting our culture as a people and helping to sustain that culture. So a lot of people know about Peach Nectar. And so we have Peach Nectar, which is a natural body care products business. And right now, the biggest baby that is on the way. And you know, my other baby is here in the studio with us. He's like inching his way over here. So eventually y'all gonna see a head pop up. I just know it's gonna happen. So I'm gonna tell you ahead of time. However, my biggest business baby right now is a nonprofit organization called Fahoudie Cultural Sustainability Center. And that organization is really about empowering the youth in our city. You know, in our mission statement, it says underprivileged and at risk. And I hate saying that sometimes because sometimes it kind of gives a negative connotation. However, most people that are underprivileged, meaning, you know, have lack of access to certain things, are naturally at risk because they don't have the access and the guidance they need. So, you know, we can kind of have a better understanding of what that means, but really empowering them to become environmentally conscious, to become culturally aware and economically sustainable individuals so they can contribute to their own future and to our communities better. So that is really where we're at with everything that we are doing at this time. He was gonna make his way. We're a family.
I'm scared. You're scared. Well, you on live now.
He's on now.
Say hey to America.
Say hi, wave to go back into town now.
That's what's up.
But that's part of being a mom. So I'm a mom first. As I said earlier, I left my job to focus on that. So I'm a mom first. And we have to balance it all. That's the beauty of being a Black woman, to be honest, is you're able to balance it all. But so that's what we do. We promote culture in our community.
Now, for Fahoudie, we have actually one. I want to get into the name, and because I love how you name stuff. I'm Adam, and I name stuff just like the first Adam. So I appreciate names. Right. Could you tell me about the name, where it came from, what it means, and all of that? Okay,
so the name Fahoudie, it means with independence and with emancipation comes great responsibility. That is exactly what it means. It is West African, and it focuses on what we have to do when we strive for independence. A lot of times we want freedom, but we don't understand what comes with that. Being able to set up our own communities, sustain our own communities, and what that really means. And a lot of us want freedom, but we couldn't tell you how to purify our own water. There are kids that don't know, besides Publix, where food comes from, or Walmart. So there are all of those things that come into play. We don't understand how money works. You know, that is huge. Developing our own economy. Being able to empower our youth, but ourselves also to understand that if we're going to be free, we have to be free in every aspect. Otherwise, somebody is still pulling the strings.
There you go.
And so Fahoudie, that's where it came from.
See, that is beautiful. One thing too that I say often on the show here is just Albany. Well, actually, when I brought up the whole point about stop sending your kids to Lee County, it was a greater point that I was making, that we have to have pride in our home. We have to have pride and love here, and we have to invest in the people here. And what you're doing with like with Fahoudie, independence, taking back ownership of your stuff, building your own. That's exactly what the heck we need. That's if we can't do that, then we're not able to progress. Like you said, if we don't own, or rather, if own or be owned is a quote.
Right.
That's it. Own or be owned. You've got this event going on down by the riverside.
Okay.
I want to talk about that real quick because, in fact, and actually, it's shared in the Albany Forward Facebook group. Let me scroll and find it. But tell us about what's going on. March 24th. There it is. I'm going to share the screen. But down by the riverside is one of the events that you're curating. And tell us about what's going on and why.
Okay, so this is a community event. It's absolutely free, and it is really about honoring those who came before us, those who come before us and have gone on the journey home. It is all about the respecting the path that has been laid, the work that has been done before we are able to be here and continue the work. So it's really for us as a community to gather, and we're going to have a procession from the courthouse, which has a lot of historical significance. We will be discussing that before we proceed. And we will proceed to the river, and we will be singing as we proceed. And once we arrive at the river, we will have a libation. For those who are unfamiliar with what that is, it's just a pouring of water and prayers and offering of gratitude to those who came before us. And we will make offerings, which is basically herbs and flowers, just to say thank you, for those who we got an opportunity to say thank you to and those who we did not. And so it's about honoring our ancestors, because in this beautiful city, this beautiful place of Albany, a lot of work has been done. And a lot of work has been forgotten, unfortunately, because we haven't kept up the memory of those who've done the work and the work that they've done. And so it serves to not only remember the work, but to inspire us moving forward to continue the work.
Okay. Now, Christians hear ancestors and they get scared. Can Christians come to this event?
Absolutely. I can appreciate Marquise Lewis had me on his station on the Praise Radio, and it was shocking to get him to reach out about it, because you do get that a lot of times where it's, honoring ancestors seems to be a negative thing sometimes in the Christian community. However, most of us who, have any kind of Christian background, we kept we've created what we consider like an altar, for lack of better words, on our mantle plates of our loved ones who have passed. Sometimes when we're in tough spots, we may remember advice that Big Mama gave or that our mothers gave. And there are moments when we're like, man, I wish Mama was here right now, And so it's no different. And we can't make it. Our ancestors are not replacing God. They're not replacing God. And so that's what is huge, is that it's a matter of the memory, and it's a matter of honoring what is still in us, because, as a woman, this is science, but as a woman right now, the eggs in my body carry my granddaughter's, DNA. And so I'm already carrying my grandchildren within me, and that connection is real, and it can be proven. And so that means my mom had me, but my grandmother carried me within her as well. And so we have to honor that and remember that. And that's really what it comes down to. It's just not forgetting where we came from, so that we can always remember where we're going, or as you named it, Sankofa, going back and getting it.
That's it. See, beautiful. That one thing too. So, and I was trying to find it here and queue it up in this Albany Forward Facebook group. But the point you made yesterday, and I encourage y'all again to watch the live from yesterday. You said again that you aren't from here, and you never thought or wanted to move here. But once you got here, you were grateful, and you see the potential here. You see the opportunity. And you are seeking and working to cultivate it and to invest back in it. And so I appreciate that. That's the example that we need. That's the example that I wish our local leaders took. And you know what? I'm not even from here, because Warrington is from elsewhere. I don't forget where the heck he's from, but he's from elsewhere. I don't know where Lane Staff's from. Shoot, we know Howard's from here.
Right.
We know Young's from here. We know Gaines from here. So in fact, yeah, the ones that are from here vote.
And
They
actually,
vote.
Commissioner Howard wasn't born here.
Wasn't born
He was
here.
born in Florida,
He was born in Florida.
but he spent a lot of time here.
Yeah, well, he's been here at least for the past my whole life.
Mhm.
So doggone, but doggone, we need that. We need that investment. So thank you for that investment. Please make sure if y'all ain't doing that March 24th, or whether even if y'all make plans to come out to the down by the riverside.
There'll be some food, poetry, all kinds of stuff.
Free food
Mhm.
and free poetry. And so yeah, and then too,
Drums.
the artists. Oh, there's gonna be a drum circle.
Mhm.
Drum circle, all of that's going down. But the artists too that are in the live, they're gonna be out there, so y'all get to hear them as well. And so yeah, in fact, what we doing great on time. We can actually talk considerably more. Oh, the comments. I'm so sorry. They say Jabriel, yeah, thanks. God bless. Yeah, for real. Now, thanks for blessing Albany, Jabriel, for real. That's real. I appreciate that. A lot of us don't realize that a lot of us originate from West Africa originally.
Mm-hmm.
That's real. I'm blessed. I'm so blessed because my dad is Nigerian, so I know exactly where my folks come from, at least on that side. My mom, we can trace back to a few generations, and then it gets difficult after that. But I appreciate it. It's important to remember where we came from. It's important to remember what has been invested in the community, what changes have transpired, so that we know how we can move forward effectively.
Right. And with a sense of pride.
There you go, with a sense of pride, because goodness gracious, Albany's history is so deep and rich, so powerful. We got so many leaders that have changed the world. I was just watching the Ray movie last night. Just like in the depiction that they had of old South Georgia with them houses. Parts of Albany still look like that. The junk crazy. So we have a lot of stuff to be proud about here in Albany. My problem is when I make a statement of praise for Albany again. In fact, let's go back into this Albany Forward group. There's things that y'all gotta see and be proud of with me, because doggone, we got the citywide election. Look at this. It's just a lot of pride in the Albany Forward Facebook group. Shout out to Miss Velvet Pool, who is running. Her district is up for a school board, but she's running unopposed, so she'll be back in there again. But she's being honored by the Board of Education. Shoot, KJ, the only freshman that got picked for all state. We got Doherty High. In fact, these are stats if you want to look. 3 folks from Doherty High. The 2 Jenks brothers and what's that? Jayon Burns, all state. That names in this here. A lunch and learn is happening with the Albany Chamber of Commerce. Man, it's so much stuff going on, and that we got to be proud about that's happening here. Oh, this is your boy G on sharing about the stock market. We got a movie that was shot here in Albany, another one. In fact, what team Allen did? Hold on, man. Oh, wait, that ain't what I need. But we're gonna check this out. Look, man, stop speaking bad about Albany. Speak life. And if you do have a critique, an honest critique, because granted, we know that there's flaws, speak in a way that's constructive and productive as opposed to destructive. Speak in ways that show that, hey, this is my home. I love my home, and we're gonna build my home up, and it's gonna be the best home on the block. That's how we got to carry ourselves. That's how we need to just be. What you got to say?
I agree to what you just said. One thing I used to have a big issue with was people who presented problems without solutions. And I would tell them, if there is no solution, it wasn't a problem to begin with. So, you got to look for the solution if you can see the problem.
There we go. I love that. Okay. So let's get back. Make sure I didn't cover everything. Back to the agenda. Oh, man. And we've covered a lot. We went through a lot. Hey. In fact, you got some things you need to share? What do you think? How's life in Albany for you?
Good.
It's good. That's what's up. You got friends? You like school?
Yes.
That's what's up. All right. Well, hey, there we go. Maybe we hear from the youth. But anything else? Yeah. All right. Well, there it is.
I like tahini cookies.
You like
we talk about the cookies. Oh, snap.
That's really why I brought him. So he can make sure we pluck. I'm joking.
Listen, now we're finna talk about these cookies. I was recently blessed to have, I don't even know which one did I have.
You had the Big Mama.
I had the Big Mama. Ooh, buddy, Big Mama so good. And I had and the oatmeal
You
raisin.
had
What's
the Little Ray Rays.
Lil Ray Rays. Oh, buddy. She got
Oatmeal
cookies
raisin.
that's named for the culture, and all of them have different ingredients and themes. And please tell us about these cookies and how we can get some.
Okay, so
Little
the cookies were obviously the cookies are easy comfort food. A lot of us like cookies. They're quick, they're easy to get to. And then to be 100% honest, cookies are popping up all over the place. We're not going to talk about other people's cookies. We're just going to talk about cookies for the culture. So at the end of the day, FreeWeb, which is a nonprofit organization, any nonprofit is still a business, which means it still needs to run and it needs money to run and it needs a product. And so ultimately, Cookies for the Culture is the product of FreeWeb. But it was named to really highlight our culture, to pay tribute to our culture, and hopefully to enlighten some people about our culture who are not familiar. So we have some things that are, kind of common knowledge, like the Big Mama. Everybody has a Big Mama in our culture. Lil Ray Ray is like an ode to we have a little everybody in our community. So the Lil Ray Ray is like a miniature oatmeal raisin. But the big part of the Cookies for the Culture is the honoring of our heroes. So right now, our hero that we have in place is the Carver. So it's a peanut butter cookie. We honor the tribes that we come from. So right now we have a dark chocolate, triple chocolate cookie called the Maasai, and that honors the Maasai tribe, which are really richly melanated people in Africa. So particularly in Kenya. But so the cookies kind of take you through our culture, from our present everyday culture to our rich history, and every one of them share a little bit of knowledge. So support. And if you go onto the website FreeWebCSC.org, you'll be able to click on the shop and see the cookies, and feel free to purchase a village. So the village has it's a variety, has all the cookies that we have. So it's awesome. While you're there, check out the site and get to learn a little bit more about FreeWeb and what it is and what we're doing for our community.
I'm gonna do it right now because we in 2024 and we can do that. Flat out. There's the website. Oh, go ahead. What you got to say, boss?
The Little Ray Ray cookies are actually called oatmeal raisin.
Oatmeal
There
raisin.
it is. My favorite cookie is oatmeal raisin, so I sure enough had a few of them Little Ray Rays. I think I took more than I was supposed to, but it's they got 8. But this is the website, so make sure y'all check it out.
Mama,
There go the cookies.
She made the black ones.
She made them black ones there, the triple chocolate, the Maasai.
Yeah.
Listen, dog, I'm gonna try the cookies. Click the cookies. Boom.
You try to buy them?
Well, listen, yeah. I might buy some for the day over. Make sure y'all shop with this lady and get some of these cookies for the culture, because Lord have mercy. Not beyond the fact that they good, they for the culture. But it's I'm at a loss because it's just a lot. It's a lot.
Why can't the humans get cookies for free?
Why can't they get cookies for free? That's a really good question. All right. So with that being said, you might be able to get a cookie or two for free, just for coming out to our event. We will have cookies at we have cookies and samples at Down by the Riverside, so you can purchase and support, and you can try a sample. And little people that don't have to work for things love free stuff because that's all they know. However, the reality is a lot of things should be free, but that's not the society we're set up in, and things take money to be able to operate. So we're not taking anything for free, and we're giving them something of value in return.
Yeah.
So that's why the cookies aren't all free.
There it is. Listen, dog, this has been a fantastic show, I feel. If y'all have found anything in this show exciting, enlightening, life-changing, please share the live. Please let everybody know what's going on. We're going to be back here next Wednesday talking with Mr. Dominique with the Georgia Justice Project about voter integrity and getting people who are exiting the system back into voting society. And also too, one thing that he made mention when he spoke at the event Sunday, and I thought was powerful. He said we have to change the way we're speaking about our loved ones that are returning back to society from the system. Mm-hmm. Don't call these people ex-cons. Don't call them felons. Don't call them criminals. Don't call them whatever. Call them people, people who have been affected by the system. Call them people, who just find a different way to describe them, because those words, those titles, that's how they identify. And that's also too how society identifies them and will keep them disenfranchised from different things. So our words, how we speak and how we speak about ourselves has to change if we want to see change. So shout out to Mr. Dominique for that, because that was powerful. And again, please employ that throughout every area of your life, not just there. Change and be aware of how you're speaking to the problems in your life personally, the problems in your family's life. Change all of that. As soon as we can change that idea and how we speak, we can change the problems. We can change the whole layout. And you, sir, you are the future.
Do you got a restroom?
Yes, restroom's right there. It's right on that door. It says no on the door, but it's, yeah. Go ahead, and the light's right here. There you go. There you go. Yes. But anyway, that as I was trying to wrap up, but the point I was making too, though, Miss Kristen Phillips, shout out to Miss Kristen Phillips with the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. She was just down here, and I spoke with her as well. And we sat down and had a good talk. And she said that there's a political struggle here that keeps things from progressing. But more so than that, I think there's a psychological struggle that keeps us from progressing, because Albany has this idea of mediocrity that's been fed to us for generations, and it shows up in how we don't get out and demand change and demand accountability for the foolishness that happens on a regular basis that we're all aware of, but we just allow it to happen. And so one thing too, that another point about that housing development on the South Side, it's one thing to build new houses and build new infrastructure, but if we move the same mentality into these new structures, it won't be new for long. It is gonna suffer the same fate. So we have to do that work at the same time. We have to build up our infrastructure and build up our pride in ourselves, build up our ourselves, and build up how we speak about ourselves and speak to our problems. That's my spiel. I'm finna go. I'm sorry. Any final thoughts on that, Ashley?
No, I just think that it's a great show, and I think at the end of the day, that's a great way to end it. It's really uplifting our mentality as a whole people, and investing in our minds is the greatest investment we could possibly have, especially the minds of the young people that are coming behind us. So
there it is. So I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Like, share, and comment. And Mama, we're finna go out with a commercial on the end too. And I'll see y'all next week.
Bring the funk back.